has been boiling for 2 hours and I let it cool. Got it in the pot here. I'm going to pour my broth into my mixer. And the broth could be some of the most important stuff because it's got a lot of protein in it from the bone marrow of the drumstick. So I'm going to leave the celery and the onion in there. Those of you who cut up the onion probably pour in with the broth. I'm going to take my carrot and stick it in there. And then I'm going to take the meat off of each drumstick. Now just be careful because you don't want the cartilage on top, and you also don't want, there's a little bone right here that you need to take off for all of the drumsticks. I wanted to make a quick note about tomatoes. If you wanted to add some fresh blended tomatoes, I added one in this broth and I blended it before I boiled my soup, and I strained it with my very fine strainer that you can buy these on Amazon for about $10. These are what you will need for anything with seeds, berries, tomatoes. This is perfect. So strain it with that, then put it in your soup, and then let your soup boil, and you'll have a good tomato soup. So I'm going to blend this for about 2 to 5 minutes, depending on how much chicken is in there, on 7. And I will set it to high for a couple of minutes, and then we'll pour it out into our servings. So I keep jars in the house, and I mark them where it's 8 ounces. Because of his age, his stomach holds 8 ounces, but because this gets all bubbled up from blending, I pour in 8 ounces, but it usually goes down to almost 7 ounces, and I'm comfortable feeding my son 7 ounces. You'll have to adjust that for the capacity of your child's stomach. And what I do is I pour in 2 servings and leave 2 in the fridge, and then I freeze 2 servings. And so I make 4 days worth each time. So one of the servings I'm freezing, I don't freeze in glass. I'm going to pour it into a Ziploc freezer bag. This is cooled a bit, so I'm not putting it in hot. I don't like hot things in plastic. You shouldn't. And hold on, let me get the air out. There you go. That's going in the freezer, and there's one meal. So once you're ready to serve the food, I would recommend putting it in a pot and bringing it to a slow boil on low to medium, just to make it safe for consumption. I'm not a big fan of microwaves. So good luck to you in your blending, and please email me, veronicabrilRN@gmail.com, or tweet me at Brill_RN with any questions or comments. Thanks a lot.